It's another edition of Behind the Mic with AudioFile magazine. I'm Joe Reed. Robin Whitten is with me, and we had a fabulous book yesterday, and I'm expecting an equally fabulous one today, Robin.
Well, we have something quite interesting, quite different. This is a contemporary thriller called The Business Trip by Jessie Garcia and read again with an ensemble cast that include Andrew Eiden, Dylan Reilly Fitzpatrick, Fred Berman, Gail Shallan, Hilary Huber, Jennifer Pickens, John Pirhalla, Kimberly M. Wetherill, Kirby Hayborn, and Tim Campbell.
Whew, that's some cast.
It is quite the cast. Lots of different characters and lots of voices with these small parts for many narrators. But essentially, the story is about two women, Stephanie and Jasmine, who board the same plane and they actually have nothing in common. However, actually, we find out that they have everything in common. They're on the same plane and they sit in the same row, but they have very different destinations in mind.
Are you just going to leave it there? That was a dot, 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 if I ever heard one.
Well, I've got a couple of those because part of this is a debut novel, and it's got quite a fantastic twist on it at the end. You have to absolutely listen right through to the very last minute, which is quite fun and good to know because, some of the things you think, "Oh, it's gonna go this way, it's gonna go that way," but the twists keep turning, and it did get earphones from our reviewer. It really is a very interesting story that, as I say, has a very strange and fantastic twist.
I think it's lovely when somebody's debut novel really gets such a fulsome treatment as an audiobook.
Yes, yes. Very, very interesting, and I think there's a lot of talk
Yeah.
about this. I mean, it's got a great sort of contemporary setup of the 2 women. One of them attend and, Stephanie is on her way to attend a conference for work. She is a TV station manager. Then Jasmine has a completely different agenda for her travel.
And who is Stephanie?
So Stephanie is, Hilary Huber,
Oh, love her.
and wow, Hilary can lay out so much emotional groundwork in just a few pages as we're introduced to her. That's one of the things I love about her.
I do too.
And then we have Jennifer Pickens, who is the very enigmatic, Jasmine, and I do know Tim Campbell, who does a spectacular job with the very odious character Trent McCarthy.
Now, we're going to listen to an excerpt, so who will we be hearing from?
So actually, I picked a bit of Hilary Huber's narration as Stephanie. This is the TV station news manager, and she's getting ready for her business trip.
Okay. This is The Business Trip by Jessie Garcia. It's read by a multicast, and we'll be hearing from Hilary Huber.
I chose a pair of simple, fake pearl earrings that went with anything. Amazon always had a wide selection of fakes. Making coffee and a quick breakfast, I turned on our morning newscast, standing by the kitchen counter, assessing our show. The anchors really didn't like each other much in real life. They did a good job of faking it most days on the air, but I felt like there were times when I could see one side-eyeing the other, or even borderline rolling their eyes. It was on my to-do list for the next week to check in with each of them to see how things were going, and maybe to give them a little kick in the pants. They might need a stern reminder that viewers want to like the people they're watching on TV, especially in the morning.
She's just so wonderful as a successful professional woman. The timbre of her voice, it's sophisticated, and she makes it all sound so effortless. And I know you said Hillary does a lot of emotional groundwork in just a few pages, but this I will also say Hillary is also the queen of misdirection.
And this story of the business trip is all about misdirection. And I just want to note that in that little clip we just listened to, there is a repetition of the word fake. Twice there, we say it twice. She says it twice, and that is what listeners need to remember when they embark on this business trip. How's that?
Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun. It really, really does. Okay, The Business Trip by Jessie Garcia. It's read by a multicast, and it is probably flying to the top of my list. Thank you so much, Robin. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. We will, Joe. It'll be great.
Support for Behind the Mic comes from Dreamscape, the publisher of The Tenant, by #1 New York Times bestselling author Frida McFadden, narrated by Will Dameron and Christine Lakin. Discover your next great listen at dreamscapepublishing.com. Don't forget to stop by audiofilemagazine.com, where you can find hundreds of reviews, as well as interviews and articles about authors and narrators, and videos of some of your favorite narrators discussing the books they perform. That's audiofilemagazine.com. I'm Joe Reed. I'll talk to you tomorrow.